Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So thermodynamic equilibrium and thermal equilibrium both are different things. Okay. So do not assume these both equilibriums are same. Okay. Now any system will be in thermodynamic equilibrium if that system satisfies the following three equilibrium condition. Okay. First equilibrium condition is thermal equilibrium. I will tell about these equilibriums one by one. Okay. Thermal equilibrium. If a system is in thermal equilibrium, okay, and also in mechanical equilibrium, and also in chemical equilibrium. If any system is in thermal equilibrium, mechanical equilibrium, and chemical equilibrium, then you will tell that system is in thermodynamic equilibrium. Now suppose your system is in thermal equilibrium and mechanical equilibrium, but the system is not in chemical equilibrium, then our system is not in thermodynamic equilibrium. For thermodynamic equilibrium, these all three equilibrium conditions should be satisfied. If any system is in thermal, mechanical, and chemical equilibrium, then that system is said to be in thermodynamic equilibrium. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what is thermal equilibrium? Now we will discuss here each equilibrium. Okay. What is thermal equilibrium? So, my dear, from the name, you can think about this equilibrium. Thermal equilibrium means equality of temperature. Equality of temperature. Okay. That means if the temperature of system and surrounding is same, that means that system is in thermal equilibrium. Now, my dear, now please see a figure. Please see a figure here. Here, my dear, your first body is at 0 degrees Celsius and your second body is 100 degrees Celsius. Here what happened? What will happen? Here, since second body is at higher temperature and first body is at lower temperature, and you know that from higher temperature to lower temperature, heat will transfer. That means higher temperature body will give heat to the lower temperature body when you contact these bodies. Now, when you contact these bodies, my dear, then heat transfer will go from second body to first body. Okay. But as heat transfer start from body 2 to body 1, then what is happening there? The temperature of body 2 will decreases and temperature of body 1 will increases.
Yep.
Because body 1 has 0 degrees Celsius temperature and body 2 has 100 degrees Celsius temperature. So heat transfer will be from body 2 to body 1. And when heat transfer goes from body 2 to body 1, then temperature of body 2 will decrease and body 1 temperature will increase. But my dear, since the temperature of body 1 increases, so let us assume after some time, the temperature of body 1 will become 50 degrees Celsius and also body 2 temperature will become 50 degrees Celsius. Okay. Does now heat transfer occur? No, my dear, because temperature of both the bodies are now same. And when temperature are same, there will be no heat transfer, because I have told you, whenever there is temperature difference between the two bodies, there will be heat transfer between them. But here, since the temperature of the two bodies after some time becomes equal, now no heat transfer will occur between them. And when no heat transfer occurs between them, that means the temperature of both the bodies are same. That means these two bodies are in thermal equilibrium.
Yeah.
That means these bodies now are in thermal equilibrium. Are in thermal equilibrium. Now no heat transfer takes place. No heat transfer takes place between them. So this system is used in thermal equilibrium. That means equality of temperature. Okay. Now I have told you about any system is in thermodynamic equilibrium. If it is in thermal equilibrium, that means equality of temperature. And I have shown you an image which is showing the thermal equilibrium. Okay. Now I hope this thermal equilibrium is clear to you.
Yeah.
Now second is mechanical equilibrium. When any system will be in mechanical equilibrium. Mechanical equilibrium means there force or pressure must be acting. Here the term comes mechanical. Mechanical means, my dear, mechanical means forces or pressures may be acting there on the system. Okay. Now please see the image. What does mechanical equilibrium means? Okay. Here, my dear. Suppose, my dear friend, suppose this is your surface. Suppose this is your surface, my dear. And on this surface, a body is resting over it. This is your body. And the mass of this body is m. The mass of this body is m. Okay. So the weight of this body. So the weight of this body will be acting in downward direction, which is your mg. Okay. But since the body is in contact with the surface, so there will be a contact reaction, which is called normal reaction.
Yeah.
And normal reaction is acting in the upward direction. So this is n. So here body is in equilibrium. That means this body will be in equilibrium if here this body will be in mechanical equilibrium. In mechanical equilibrium, if this n is equal to mg.
Yeah.
If these two forces which are acting on this body is equal, then you can say this body is in mechanical equilibrium. Equilibrium means simply, my dear, its position, it is at rest and its position does not changes at that time. Okay. But my dear, suppose my dear, if normal reaction becomes greater than mg, what does happen? Normal reaction is greater than mg, then that means body will go upward.
Yeah.
Because normal reaction is greater than, so then that body will be not in equilibrium.
Okay.
Equilibrium means body remains at that position. Okay. So then you can tell that body is in mechanical equilibrium. So for mechanical equilibrium, the forces acting on that body will be equal. N is equal to mg. Now, my dear friend, this can be written as N minus mg is equal to 0.
Yeah.
And what is this? And what is this? This is, my dear friend, net force acting on the body. Net force acting on the body. If I can, if I ask you what is the net force acting on the body, then you will tell, sir, here N and mg are acting. Here two forces are acting on this body. First is N, second is mg, but the direction of both the forces are opposite. Direction of both the forces are opposite. That means what will be net force? N minus mg. That means difference of the force. If, my dear, if suppose a body is here present, and on this body one force is F1 and another force is F2, then here what will be net force?
That's still 0.
F1 plus F2. Why here plus addition is taken? Because see,
They're acting in the same direction.
both the forces are same. Direction of both the forces are same. Both forces is acting downwards. So we will take plus sign here. But in this figure, my dear, in this figure, see, the direction of both the forces are opposite. So here, for calculating the net force, we have to take minus sign here, N minus mg. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you call this system in mechanical equilibrium? Because here net force is 0. So, my dear friend, any body is said to be in mechanical equilibrium if F net is 0. F net is 0. That means net force will be 0. Okay. Now here in this image, please see, here it is written that mechanical equilibrium is expressed mathematically as summation of F is equal to 0.
Yeah.
Summation of F means net force. Summation of F means net force. Okay. This is your net force. How? Then please see here. In this case, summation of F will be, summation of F means the sum of force. The sum of force acting on the body. Here in this case, the two forces are acting on that body. So the sum of these two forces, F1 plus F2. And since these two forces are in same direction, so direction is same, hence plus sign will be taken. But for this case, what will be summation of F? Here if N is taken positive, then mg will be negative because it is opposite in direction. So N minus mg. Okay. So summation of F means net force is equal to 0 for any body. If net force is 0, net force acting on that body is 0. That means that body will be in mechanical equilibrium. Okay.
Yep, I got that.
I hope this concept is clear to you. Okay.
I got it, yeah.
Okay. Now, my dear, please move to the next concept. Here, I have told you, any system will be in thermodynamic equilibrium if this is in thermal equilibrium, means equality of temperature. Mechanical equilibrium means equality of force or pressure. Now, third one is chemical equilibrium. That means a system will be in chemical equilibrium. Okay. And chemical equilibrium means there no chemical reaction takes place. If in the system there is no chemical reaction taking place, then we can say that our system is in chemical equilibrium.
Okay.
Now let's see the image here. Let's see the image for chemical equilibrium, my dear. Here, my dear friend, in chemistry, reactant and product, perhaps you have learned about this reactant and product. If in any system, if for any system, the conversion rate from reactant to product and from product to reactant, if these rates are same, if the rate of conversion from reactant to product or from product to reactant, if these rates are same, okay, if these rates are same, then we can say that our system is in chemical equilibrium. Okay, that means system must be reversible. System must be reversible. Why? Because here rate of conversion is same. Okay, from reactant to product, what will be the rate? Let us assume x will be the rate. Okay, for the conversion from reactant to product. And now from product to reactant, what does it mean? Your system is reversed. Initially, initially the conversion will be from the conversion is from reactant to product. Now our conversion is from product to reactant. That means our system is reversed. So this is a reversible. Okay, so you can also tell that, you can also call system, if a system is reversible, that means that system will be in chemical equilibrium. Okay, and what does it mean? Reversible? That means the rate of conversion from reactant to product or from product to reactant is same. If the rate is same, then that system is in chemical equilibrium. Okay, and for basic you just have to tell no chemical reaction takes place. Okay, if somebody asks you what is chemical equilibrium, when does a system is said to be in chemical equilibrium, then please answer basic definition. When there is no chemical reaction taking place in the system, that means that system is in chemical equilibrium. But if he goes deep in chemical equilibrium, okay, then tell him if the rate of conversion from reactant to product or from product to reactant is same, then that system is in chemical equilibrium. Okay, I hope this concept is also clear to you. Now, please remember, please do not confuse with the word thermodynamic equilibrium and thermal equilibrium. Do not assume these two words are same. These two words are different thing. And any system will be in thermodynamic equilibrium when that system satisfies all these three equilibrium conditions. When system satisfies these all three conditions, all three equilibrium, then that system is said to be in thermodynamic equilibrium. Okay, I hope this concept is clear to you. So my dear, for today's session, I hope this is enough to you. Okay, so from the next session, I will move to the property of system. From next session, I will start from property of system, and in the property of system we will discuss about types of property, you must have learned about intensive property, extensive property,
Yeah.
what is state, what is process. Okay, so for today's session this is enough, and for next from next session I will start properties of system. Okay,
Okay.
so thank you, my dear. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
thank you very much, my dear. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay.